You had at one point in your life, I think you got married. Pretty sure that,
Yes.
yeah, it was the best day of your life. And then you had some kids. That was the
Mhm.
second best day of your life, or maybe
Yeah.
it's reversed. I don't know. And then today or yesterday, you had the third best day of your life, I understand.
Yeah. Elon Musk reposted one of my tweets. So we'll share that real quick.
Okay.
Um, so this was actually made by someone on X named Langdon. Um, and I said, love this concept. And it's to show the protesters. So the question is, where does Tesla's money go? So it's a great curiosity question, right?
Right.
Where does it go? So you buy a Tesla for $45,000. How does that work? So 30,000 of that went to the direct cost of making the car. 8,000 of it went to overhead. Then the balance of that kicks over to profit. But does Elon get that $7,000? The answer is no. And what does Tesla do with the $7,000 profit? It doesn't go to Elon pocket, doesn't go to shareholders in the form of dividends. But I think they should consider a buyback. We could talk about that a little bit. You talked about that with Nicholas Gibbs, or yeah, Nicholas Gibbs.
On Tuesday.
Uh, doesn't go to paying off debt because Tesla doesn't have any debt. It goes to making better Teslas and R&D and making cars safer. Elon doesn't get a salary. Tesla is a public company, and all profits stay with the company for now.
Yep.
So why are we protesting Tesla?
Yes, that would be one good way to look at it. So it has been uh,
And
uh, uh,
this was made by Langdon on X.
okay, Langdon on X. All right, good. We should follow him. All right, so you brought up the matter of a buyback. So since we got that transition, let's go ahead and you are recommending this buyback where Tesla would buy back some stock. You thought they should have done it on Monday. Uh,
Before Monday.
or before Monday, last week, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, so March 11,
March 11th. That's right. That was
I
it.
tweeted this concept, and the stock closed 2:30 that day. Now, Tesla, they would need to buy back a lot of stock to make a difference, so they probably couldn't do it all in one day. But my question in the tweet was, how can Tesla make $10 billion? And my answer was they buy 10 billion in their own stock.
Yes.
And I had remembered that in late 2022, I recommended that Tesla buy back their stock at 180 bucks a share. Maybe they did it at that price, or 140 a share. And then in less than 8 months, the after that tweet, the stock got all the way up to above 275 a share when you had all the NACS announcements, and Elon had a great interview with David Faber as part of the annual shareholders meeting. And they could have sold that stock that they just bought for nearly 100% profit in less than 8 months. And then again, last year, the stock was below $180 for several months.
Yeah.
They could have easily bought 10 billion in stock then. And the stock was above 360 for 2 months at the end of this year. So what my idea is, and I have a video that's going to come out tomorrow morning on YouTube on our Rebellionaire channel. It's a radical idea, but that Tesla should, in their treasury department, they do have finance people.
Sure.
You could um, you could task a small team with this, one or two people. That sounds a bit crazy, but if you do a committee, what happens with a committee is committees are often late, 6 months late, bare minimum. So a committee really can't be nimble to do this. I don't recommend that Tesla buys back stock, every month or every quarter, but do it opportunistically and then turn around and sell it. To make money for Tesla itself, so extra cash for the mission, and B is they could reduce volatility in the stock by doing this. So, if they're buying when there's
Right.
fear, doubt, and uncertainty and blood in the streets, then that lessens those valleys so
Right.
that it picks it up here. And then if they're selling the stock after it's significantly risen, you're tamping down on the upside volatility. So a stock with less volatility is actually more attractive
Right.
too.
Right. Right. And wouldn't be as subject to all these options
Mhm.
activities.
And
So,
one other point
yeah,
is, people worry, does Tesla need cash? And I cover that in the video, but I'll say that the number one potential use of cash for Tesla is if they make a bunch of robo taxis and keep them for themselves, make a bunch of cyber cabs or Model Ys to do the same thing, or compacts to do the same thing. But those early cars that they keep for themselves are going to be very profitable. They should be able to charge close to $2 a mile. They should pay back in or more, and they should be paid back in like the first 6 months.
yeah.
And there's no way that Tesla's suddenly going to make $1 million in their first year. You might think that, but
Unboxed, unboxed, you know,
maybe,
from
maybe
factories.
could surprise us. But I don't think they're going to make that many, even when they're serious about starting it. And all the while, Tesla can open up the whole robotaxi to other cars that have already been made and paid for by Tesla owners, and they can collect a portion of that sale. And that helps with the cash. So I talk about other potential uses of cash in the video, but that's the main idea. Go ahead,
Well,
Randy.
I'm not worried about whether they need cash or not, but they do need profits.
Hmm.
And so, to the extent that they buy something low and sell it high, whether that's Bitcoin or whether it's their own stock,
Hmm.
it sounds like a good idea to me. If you happen to be a big fan of the Cybertruck, you might also be interested in this super fun Cybertruck refrigerator magnet and bottle opener. It is made out of super thick stainless steel, just like the Cybertruck, and it has this giant magnet on the back, so it's going to hold a lot of stuff on your refrigerator. It's an amazing gift, and it comes in that great gift box that you saw before that uses a magnet opener, just almost like an Apple box, like when you get Apple products. You can buy it on Amazon for $29.95, or you can buy it direct from me by sending $25 to paypal.me/Randy Kirk, all in lowercase letters. Please indicate whether you want the stainless steel look, or maybe you'd like to have this very clever camo version. And then if you're not in the US, please add $20 for freight. If you'd like more than one, please check the information below to get pricing, as well as all that information I just told you will be repeated in the information below. So once again, think about joining the channel, getting the up-to-date Tesla news every single day. I think you'll be glad you did.